Hey guys, we're back with another I Love Infusionsoft tip. Today we're actually going to be talking about safe searches and how they work on the dashboard. At BoxOut, we work with a lot of clients one-on-one, and we've found that, at least myself, I found that a lot of people are underutilizing the dashboard. They're not using it to its full potential. Safe searches can really be leveraged very well on the dashboard. So I want to walk through just a little bit about how we create these safe searches, how we can leverage them. Tyler, can you tell us a little bit more about safe searches and maybe walk us through a little bit about how we can create these?
Absolutely. As the CEO of our company, I manage our company from the dashboard. Sure, we get those numbers and then put them into spreadsheets and whatever, but I every day go in and I look at our cash forecast and things like that, so I know like the financial health of the business, see revenue, cash forecast, all this, their sales forecast, right. All that kind of stuff is extremely helpful and powerful for me as the business owner to know how we're running. But let's get into this here. So we'll hop right into an Infusionsoft account, and the first thing we're going to do is just show you how to create a simple safe search. You need to know how to do that before you get the stuff on the dashboard. So let's just say I want to create a safe search for a certain segment of people in our contact database. So I'm going to go to a contact search. I'm going to clear this out and hit new search. I'm going to come up with whatever criteria I want. Maybe I want to search on a particular tag, maybe people who registered for a webinar. I choose that tag. I hit search. Now this is a dummy account, so there's no contacts in here at the moment in that particular search. But once I get to that search, I'm going to click save right here. I give it a name, so I'll call it webinar registrants. I can decide who that's available to. I'll make it available to everyone and hit save. Now I have a safe search. So the good thing is anytime I come to my contact search now, I can come to this drop-down list right here, find the safe search that I want, click it, and immediately find that list of people.
Yeah.
The better thing, though, that you brought up is we want to get this stuff on the dashboard.
Right.
So if we go to the dashboard here, you'll see that I've already created a dashboard for the webinar. So here's our Surfboard School webinar, and you can see that I've got a safe search for total registrants, total attendees, how many people missed, and how many people purchased from the webinar. So if you're doing a campaign and you want to know how well that campaign's running, you want to get those stats right on your dashboard, and it's super easy to do that. You just click Add Widgets, and then you scroll down to where it says Custom Statistics, click Add to Dashboard. That'll create a new empty widget here, and then you can add all the saved searches and saved reports that you want. So that particular one that I created, I'll go to Webinar Registrants, I think is what I called it right there, and then I click Save, and it'll be on my dashboard. Now, a couple of things to note here, Clay, and tell me if you find these things valuable, but at the top, you can do a count, which tells us how many records are in that list, right. But with some of the financial reports that we do, we'll often change this to a sum or an average. So a sum, if I'm doing like an order report or a payment search, I can have it sum up a particular column, which is how I get how much revenue has been collected in the business so far this month. Also, an average, you might do like a lifetime customer value average and put that on your dashboard and track that over time. Those types of things. Max and min I don't find as valuable, but they're there if you want to show those types of information as well.
Yeah, I think that spot right there is really one of the core pieces that gets underutilized. I mean, that can tell you such valuable information. It doesn't have to just be a count. We can use averages and sums to really get into some of those numbers, like you said, that we need to know, and it can be easily placed on the dashboard for us to find.
Yeah, super powerful. So one thing you'll notice, though, is when you go in here, if I wanted to add, for example, one of those financial reports, and I look under my list here, I'm not going to find them. Why? Because this has selected up here the toggle Save Search. Searches are for contacts, opportunities, orders, things like that are records, referral partners. But if it's a report that you found in your CRM reports or marketing reports or e-commerce reports, then you're going to switch this over to Saved Report. Okay, so under Saved Report, here I can go to my cash forecast for the current month, and I can change this to a sum, and then I can select the column. I want to sum up the amount. The amount column I want to sum up, so that'll be my cash forecast. I can see how much money we're expecting to collect between now and the end of the month. So that's really important to know the difference between Save Search and Saved Report, because you might get frustrated thinking you created a Save Search, you go to find it, and it's just not there in the list. Make sure you toggle that guy. All right, so one other thing I wanted to go over here is that you can also go to the Add Widgets button here and add your campaign reporting. So this essentially can save you a lot of time because you click one button, you got all your whole campaign stats right there. So if I do this, let's go to that webinar campaign that we had up here, the Surfboard School webinar. Okay, I think this one is right here, Surfboard School webinar, and click Save. And boom, all the stats are there automatically because it takes all the goals from the campaign and puts them on the dashboard. But Clay, what's the problem with this?
Yeah, well, the problem is this doesn't track unique contacts, right? This is tracking, if someone goes and fills out this web form 3 different times, it's going to count each of those 3, right? So we want to know unique, that if it tracks every single submission, every single time a goal is met, it skews our numbers, right? We want to get to the most accurate numbers, and this, although nice and quick and easy to put on the dashboard, it's not the most accurate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it counts goal completions, and so it's only on goals. So if you have something happening maybe within sequences and tags are getting applied and removed in sequences, you won't be able to see that here because it's only goal completions. And like Clay accurately said, it doesn't track unique goal completions. So we usually don't use that, but it is a quick and dirty way if you want to get some easy stats right there. One other really important dashboard that you might want to be familiar with is this pipeline stages over here. If you're using opportunity records to sell, so you've got phone sales reps on the phone or in person working opportunities, then you can click Add Widgets and then scroll down to the pipeline stages, click Add to Dashboard, and it'll add that sales pipeline widget right there. The great thing is this is customizable. So if you're a manager and you want to see all sales reps, go ahead and click Settings, and you'll have a drop-down list here. So you can select individual sales reps and see how they're doing with their pipeline, or you can just choose all users, or you can add the sales pipeline widget multiple times on your dashboard. Set one of them for Johnny, one of them for Sally, and one of them for the whole team. And this is taking a little bit of time here to load up. That's why I just continue talking about the pipeline stages.
No, but this is really, really great as well. And the use case for managers to want to be able to track different sales reps' pipelines. I mean, this again is a nice, quick, simple way to put the pipeline onto the dashboard and easily access and easily view those numbers.
Yeah, the important thing to note too is that the dashboards are not just for reporting, particularly in the pipeline stages situation. So I'm going to hit this little refresh button. That'll probably fix it. There we go. So if I'm a sales rep and I come in and I have this on my dashboard, it doesn't just tell me how many I have in each stage. This is actually where I work from. So this is where I live and breathe and die every day. I'm going to come in and say, oh, I got 3 new leads. I click the 3, it's going to load those 3 opportunities. I can then make a phone call right here. I got the phone number. Depending on the outcome of the call, I'm going to then move the stage to the appropriate stage and then click Save. And then I move on to the next one. And so it's a really great way for sales reps to work efficiently right off their dashboard to work through their opportunities. So Clay, thanks for bringing up this topic. It's a great one, super valuable. If you're not using saved searches and saved reports and getting them on your dashboard so you have a great vision of what's actually happening in your business, then you're missing out. Jump on it, get there right away. Stay tuned for more tips with I Love Infusionsoft Tips.